So we've got this generating function for question 6. It's 1 over 64. And so we're going to have an a squared here, and then we're going to have 2ab t squareds, and then we're going to have b squared t to the 4 at the end there. And as we multiply that all out, we can see that the probability that x is equal to 3 is going to be 0 because there's no t cubes there at all. So that's part A. Now 7 marks for all of this, so I guess this is going to be a bit challenging. So the probability that x is equal to 4 is equal to 25 over 64. So there's the over 64, t to the power of 4. So it tells me b squared is equal to 25, and so b is equal to 5. Can't be minus 5 because it says they're both positive constants. So we've got b is equal to 5 there. That wasn't too bad. Now I want to know what a is as well. I reckon we'll just put, if we just put 1 into all of this, because we've just got the one unknown now, haven't we? So this should be, so we've got, so that is a squared plus 10a t squared plus 25t to the 4. And of course we know the probabilities have to add up to 1, so I think we just times by 64 there. So a squared plus 10a plus 25 equals 64. Just thinking that through. Yeah, just make that into a quadrat. Just thinking I probably would have been better just sticking with the original because it was already squared then, wasn't it? And so that's going to give us a equals 3. I mean, it can't be minus 13. A equals minus 13 is not, because it has to be greater than 0. So I've got a equals 3. So we now know what the actual formula was. It was 1 over 64 lots of 9 plus that is 30 t squared plus 25t to the 4, and that means the probability that x is equal to 2 is 30 over 64, which is 15 over 32. So as 7 marks go, that isn't actually too bad, is it? Find the expected value of x. So the expected value of x is when we differentiate it and throw a 1 in. And I mean, as we've already done this, of course, the constant's going to disappear here, isn't it? So we're then going to get 20a over 64 times by t plus 100 over 64 t cubed. A we know is 3, don't we? So that's just 60 over 64. Throw a 1 into that, makes 160 over 64. 160 over 64, that's just 2.5. Right, last bit. The probability generating function of y equals 3x add 2. So what's happening there? Well, none of the probabilities are changing. So the original one, I'm just going to go back to the original now then. So the original is 3 plus 5t squared all squared. Right, if we need to increase every one by 2, then what we're going to need to do is times all of this by t squared, aren't we? Because that just raises the power up each time. And then if I want every one of them to be 3 higher, then I think I'm going to put a t cubed in there. In that raises everything up. I'm missing a bracket, aren't I? 5t cubed there. No, I just put an extra bracket in by accident, didn't I? Yeah, t cubed squared there. So I think I've got t squared over 64, just thinking that through, that makes everything go up by 2. and then 5t to the 6 in here squared. So the first one's just going to be some t squareds. That's what we want. The next one's going to be t to the 6, 7, 8. T to the 8. Yeah, that makes sense, because the original one was 2. 2 times 3 add 2 makes 8. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And the final one, look here, you're going to get t to the 12, 13, 14. T to the 14s, and earlier we had t to the 4, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I like that.